and welcome. First of all, I am so sorry that I forgot, or I didn't forget, but I was so busy, so I did not upload our Here Comes Queenie last week. So of course I'm gonna do it this week, and I have my beautiful girl with me right here already. Beautiful Queenie. I don't know if you saw on my Instagram, but of course I did feed her. I feed her once every week, and she did take a bigger mouse than what she's used to, and she just took it right away. She did look kind of fat afterwards, but I was thrilled. She's doing so well. Before I filmed today's episode of Here Comes Queenie, I asked you guys on my Instagram and on my Facebook for some questions either to or about Queenie. I have chosen 3 or 4 of those questions. I'm gonna answer them today, and the rest of them I will do next week, because you guys, you were so amazing and you've asked so many wonderful questions, and I cannot wait to answer them. But I'm gonna split them up, some for now, some for next time, and if more is coming, definitely some for the time after next time. If you haven't watched Here Comes Queenie before, let me just quickly recap. This is Queenie. She's my 1-year-old female corn snake, and she's a wild type, which means that this is basically how they look in the wild. I've had Queenie for a few weeks now, and she's doing so well. She's really thriving. She's shedding, she's eating, and she's pooping. She's just so wonderful. I can definitely tell that she is growing. She's also calmed down a little bit when I'm handling her. I don't handle her during the week. I actually only handle her when doing this video, but she's doing so well, and you can see that she's getting more and more used to being out, and she's calming down. In the beginning, she was all over the place, and it was so difficult for me to film her or even just take a picture, because every time I did, she was just all blurry. She's doing so well now, and as you can see, she's calming down so much. I'm so in love with this girl, and I know a lot of you guys are as well. I really appreciate it. I'm pretty sure Queenie does as well. But let's get to the questions. The first question is on my Instagram and asks whether or not Queenie is sociable around other animals or if she's just on her own. That's a really great question, and I can say that Queenie, like many other types of snakes, is kept alone. Usually you should always keep your snake alone. They're not social animals, and they do prefer to be alone, unless you're breeding, of course. The worst case scenario that can happen if you put 2 or more snakes together is that they will eat each other, and that's really pretty bad. I've seen a picture of a ball python. 2 ball pythons was housed together, and one ate the other, and no, it's not a pretty picture. So no, Queenie, she lives on her own. She has all that space just to herself. The next question was, am I going to breed her? Queenie, she is so small right now, so it's gonna be many years before I will be able to breed her at all. I didn't really think about it, but I don't know, if I find a suitable male for her and if she keeps her wonderful temperament, then yeah, maybe why not? The third and last question I got was if a snake has ever bitten me. And that's a really good question, and yes, I have actually been bitten. I can count on one hand how many times I've been bitten. I think 3 times in all. I've been bitten by a milk snake I had once because he was very stressed. Actually, that one bit me 2 times. And then I've been bitten by a ball python. And the reason why the ball python bit me was because that it was early in the morning. I had just been downstairs saying good morning to my rats, which means I took some of them up and cuddled them. So my hands smelled really a lot like rats. And then I just went upstairs and I took out the ball python. And of course he recognizes the smell of rat, and then he bit my finger. He let go immediately because very quickly feels not a rat and this prey was too big. I did get a pretty bite all around my finger. It bled a little bit and I got a little wound, but it was nothing serious, not at all. I would compare it to like the bite or the scratch of a cat, even though I think that a scratch of a cat is far worse than the bite of a snake. Alright, that was some questions. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Like I said before, I'm gonna answer more next week when we check in on Queenie. Let me do some close-ups so you can really see how beautiful she's gotten. Alright guys, today we're gonna try something different. We're gonna try and feed Queenie in a box. Usually I feed inside the terrarium, but I really do think it's been very difficult for you guys to see probably how she strikes and how she eats. So today we're gonna try and feed in this box. So hang on for a second, let me get the mouse. This mouse is a little bit bigger than what Queenie is used to, but you know, she doesn't mind at all. As you can see, her strike was so perfect and she just started eating right away. She didn't even bother to strangle it. Queenie is such an aggressive eater. I absolutely adore her. She's doing such a great job. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I really do think Queenie, she looks pretty ready for one more. So let's try and feed her a second mice to see if she wants to take it. Alright guys, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed checking in on Queenie. Please give the video a like so I know that you like what I make. It really does mean a lot to me. And also, while you're at it, just hit subscribe on that channel. Do remember we have a Facebook group now. If you haven't joined us yet, please come and do. The link is right down below in the description box. As usual, you can find me on Instagram under the name jossersjungle. Thank you guys for now, and bye bye!